Hi guys, 1 second and we are soon getting into the charts. We are getting in New York live session. New York live session? Oh really? We're getting into New York session. Second, I'm just gonna give my content to the community so everyone know that I am live. Hope everyone is feeling great. So let's see, I'm just gonna give the content to my Twitter too, guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, you should definitely do that. Just 1 second so I can do that. Oh, we have Game Gab in here. We also have A1 and Promise and Sunrise and Shine Queen Nat. Hello, darling. Hope everything is really good with you guys. As I said, I'm just gonna give the content to my Twitter. And the market hasn't even kicked in yet. So let's see. We're gonna go through Catch Me Live. Tweet. Oh, the tweet is there. Guys, if you're not following me on my Twitter account, you should definitely do that. I will give it to you in the link live stream chat, so make sure to subscribe to it. This is also where I give daily updates about cryptocurrencies, trading overall. It's my passion. I love it, and I'm super thankful that I can share this together with you guys. We have Crypto Learner in here. We have Edna in here too. Game Gab win trades today with Mama Nazi. Let's go. Yes. We have Thor in here too, and we also have Peter. Hello, darlings. Okay, let's see what could potentially happen today. So we do have a couple of minutes before the market kicks in. So let us see what BTC. 1 second, guys. Yeah, sorry, just had to fix some things. Okay, so we have around 20 minutes left before the market kicks in. So I want to see what could potentially happen first of all on BTC, because BTC is up here. A lot of you guys would sorry, get distracted. Always turn off your phone when you're looking at the charts. No distractions are allowed to be part of this, okay? So let us see. We are looking at BTC. One thing that we spoke about yesterday that is very important is that we saw the market on BTC retest the previous resistance that we do have. Not previous resistance, I'm sorry. This is a Fibonacci level that we retested yesterday at 23,950. And if you're following structure, the market has a Fibonacci between 22,170 and 21,710. This can be where you see the market give you a quick retest before the market is continuing to higher targets. If the market will continue to higher targets, because remember, the technicals is telling us that we're still in a uptrend. But we want to see what the market's going to do here. So one thing that we also can have in mind is that we just might see the market consolidate in between these levels. This support Fibonacci that we have at 22,150 and the high at 23,950. So, you know, we have to have that in mind. If we are looking at the lower time frames, we're still on the 4-hourly. We are below the previous resistance that we have at 23,310. And if we are also using a Fibonacci from the last high to the low, you can see how this is also a Fibonacci level, a lower high level. Based on that, we saw the market retesting this level from below. And you can clearly see how the market is respecting this. So, oh my god, look at the 1 minute chart. This is so annoying. It's so freaking good each and every time. Sorry, just had to express myself and how much I love the charts. So you see how the market retested the 50%, or is this the 61.8%? This is the 50% that we have. The 50% is at 23,160. What is the market doing? It's retesting it precisely. Okay. Yeah, that was everything for today. And I'm just joking. That was it. Now you know. Don't fight with me when it comes to the Fibonacci and the levels. Just joking. I'm so hyped today. I'm so happy. I need to share that with you. So yeah, let us see. So what the market is doing at the moment is, as I said, we are retesting the 50%. The market on the lower time frames. I actually want to be on the 5 minutes chart. 1 minute. Oh, hello, Fib Newton. Hello, how are you? So based on the lower time frames, market structure, if the market will continue to higher targets, we will only come back down and retest $23,043 and $23,008 for a potential retest down, and then a continuation. Based on that, we have the Fibonacci, the market opening in 15 minutes, and that's when the market starts to become very volatile. Guys, this is where we could potentially see the market drop to maybe a fake out or something, but you know, this is definitely the level for the bullish scenario. If we're breaking below it, well, then we know what's happening. If that is the case, we need to look at the higher time frames perspective. And what we can do is that we're actually using the Fibonacci from the lowest point. So that's a target. If we would break below this level that we have at 23,008, then we could see the market drop down to potentially 22,940 and 22,880. So we have, as I said, the market is kicking in soon. So yeah, that is the levels that I'm looking. So if the market would reach higher targets and we're breaking about 23,160, most likely that will be the continuation up. So we do have some targets that we can see the market come to while the New York session is kicking in. So hope that made sense for you guys. Guys, if you haven't already liked the live stream, make sure to do that right now, guys. We have over 50 people on here. Like it so we can also push it out to the rest of the people on YouTube. This is how you are helping me, guys. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much. And you know, we're looking at BTC, and we will also go through Ethereum a little fast, and then we're getting into new NAS100. But remember that if you want to trade cryptocurrencies on a platform with low fees, then Bybit is the place for you to be at. So very good platform, as I said, for anyone that wants to have low fees on a platform and zero fees when it comes to spot pairs, holding your positions for a longer time. Really good, guys. Bybit is the place. It's leverage trading. Always be careful. Look at this. This is also something that I did. Remember yesterday we spoke about this trend line. You can see how perfectly the market came down up also and retested this trend line so perfectly. Like, there's no joke when it comes to the technical tools and how the market is respecting them. There is a reason why the market, you can see, is retesting this level. Let us just do exactly. Let us see. That was the 4 hourly. I think that was the 4 hourly. Let us see. No, that was the 1 hourly. And what I did, but does it look the same though? This is USDT. No, but it was breaking them. So I think I had it, but I think I got it on from the 4 hourly chart. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yes, baby. So we have this trend line from the 4 hourly chart. So we're connecting the dots with the lower high. And let's go down to the lower time frames. Oh my God. And this was so freaking perfect. You have the trend line and you also have the Fibonacci. That was giving you clear indication that the market was supposed to retest that level so perfectly, and it did that. Okay, but first of all, I want to go to DXY actually, because you know, when I'm trading, I am looking at DXY on one of the levels, so we need to prepare that. Because during these times, what I'm looking for is to go in for a long or short position on NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is, you know, the most volatile, one of the most volatile pairs that we have on the charts. And so that is the reason why I am, that is the reason why I am trading in, because it goes fast. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so when it comes to DXY, following market structure here too, we are retesting a previous resistance level. And this is, no, sorry, this is a previous resistance, but also a Fibonacci. You can see how the market is retesting it at the moment. So how did the daily close yesterday? Oh, excuse me, guys. So we did close with a pretty bullish bullish candlestick. I think we did break above some Fibonacci levels. Yeah, we're above 1 now. So we are above a very important level at the moment. Okay, so if the market on DXY will continue to be bullish, because the market is giving us bullish momentum, we can see the market drop down between 102.1, what's that? 102.140, 102.30 to retest continuation. If we're dropping below that level, then, you know, most likely we will continue to drop. You see the two fake out candlesticks that we do have. Let us use the trend, the resistance before the breakout, before the market drop below it, because we know that the market is retesting these levels super much. And we're combining that with the Fibonacci. Okay, so if the market on DXY will continue to be bearish, then we will retest 102.380, 70, continue down. If the market will continue to be bullish, then we will of course break above the level. So I kind of understand what I'm looking for when it comes to DXY. And we have 10 minutes left before the market kicks in. So let us look at Ethereum. When it comes to BTC and Ethereum, I actually like to scalp the market on Ethereum more than BTC. First of all, BTC usually have bigger spread than what Ethereum does have. So that is also one of the reasons why I like, especially on the lower time frames, like to trade on Ethereum even more. Oh, we have Mark in here. Hello, darling. Okay, so DXY, I you know, when we're looking at DXY only, I do believe that, you know, it looks more bearish than what BTC and Ethereum and NAS does. You know, it looks like we are heading to the upside actually, and this is something that I do expect us to do too. Tor, dagen blir bara bra när vi är här. Du är så snäll, tack Tor. And Jonathan is here too. Welcome. Okay. I think I'm more bullish, to be honest, when it comes to Ethereum, and especially now after I was looking at especially now when I was looking at DXY. Okay, so let us just, hello Gazer. Let us just look at the overall perspective. We have Jonathan in here too. Welcome, darling. Okay, let us see. Oh, we have Mr. NC in here. What did say to Fibonacci when they met on YouTube? Hey, what? We have G in here too. 111 all day, 247. Yeah. Okay, excuse me guys. Look at this. So we have the 12 hourly. We're consolidating. Okay. One very important level that we're looking at. This is going to be the guidance that we have through the day, or at least now based on what we have, is that well, you know, if the market is going to continue to be bullish, whether the market is going to drop in the beginning of New York session opening or if it's going to pump, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. But when we are using the levels, one of the things that can happen is that we'll either see the market drop down to potentially 1558 or 1552 retest, continue to higher targets. If we are breaking, so the most important level, because this is also between 1595 and 1611, this could also be where we see the market pull up to and then continue to drop from. If we would see the bullish momentum and we're breaking above 1611, that is a good indication that the market will continue to higher targets. So as I said, I do not know what's going to happen. The only thing that I know is that I have the levels where I know what the market could potentially do, what the market can potentially do against it. So that is the most important thing. As I said, I do not know what's going to happen, because if I knew, then I would be a very happy lady. But I don't. Hi Nat, good Bull Bear Day to you. You too, Udi. You too. Okay. It's not so long before the market is kicking in, so let us just focus on what could potentially happen on NAS one more time. Not one more time, we haven't looked at it yet, but okay, 12 hourly. Remember that we have Fibonacci between 11,630, 11,455. I would not be surprised if we see the market drop down to 11,895 or 11,873 and then continuation up. That's a potential. Oh, sorry. That is a potential scenario that can play out. What else do we have? If we are continuing to the upside and we only see a quick retest, then we just might only retest 12,040 and 12,088 and then continue down. Nat 88 is going to explode. Yeah, ADA will continue up if we're breaking above 0.33825. At least the next target I'm looking at is 0.4600. So, you know, we just might see the market have the power to climb above this level one more time. If that is the case, high probability this will be taking us to higher targets. So that's what I see on ADA. Let us look at, we have a couple of minutes left on, so let us prepare ourselves. Remember, when I am taking my trades, I will not say anything. I will only guide you through arrows and what I already done to you guys. So just have that in mind, because if I do, I will be too distracted and I will not be able to do what I'm supposed to do. So just have that in mind. We can have a orange color. Now you know. We have 2 minutes left. What? Why is not working? Okay, either way. Let's go down to the 1 minute. I know nothing. Just want... Oh. Okay, 1 minute left before the market kicks in. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Market kicks in. Okay, so we're starting. I'm gonna shut up. So we are retesting the high low level, and we want to see if this is going to be the lower high, if this is going to be where we see the market only give us the fake out and continue to drop from here, this is the most important level that we're looking at the moment. And we have the market is breaking below it. So we want to see if this is going to be where the market finds the power to continue to drop a little bit more. Even if the market's going to drop, I don't believe it's going to, it's going to be super far. But you see, okay, we're still retesting it. Okay, so we have a really big bullish momentum happening. So we're using the trend at the support and resistance Fibonacci as a guideline. So it's just a couple of minutes in. It's only 3 minutes in New York session, so still a lot of things can happen. We can still see the market drop here, but as I said, we're looking, this is the most important level that we're looking at right now, because we had the break above, retest from above. This is the bullish momentum. Let's look at the 5. Yeah, we have great big momentum happening at the moment. So we are closing. So we're about to break above a previous resistance now, 11,963. So we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, we are breaking above a previous resistance now. We want to see if this is going to be a fake out or if it's going to be a retest. So the market is continuing to drop now a little bit. So this can definitely be the fake out that we have from the previous resistance. So this is actually the most important one. So we are right now trying to, we almost came back down and retested the 61.8%. But we want to see how this candlestick is going to close. So it looks like we're closing below the resistance, which means that we can see the market at least drop down to 11,940. This is where we'll see if you see the retest continuation or if it's going to break below it and take us down to lower targets. So we have the market dropping a little bit now. So we're starting to drop, but remember the market can do a lot of things. It's very important to see how these coming candlesticks will close. You see how we came back down exactly and retested the 50%. Okay, so it looks, we want to see if we're going to break above here now. Because we did close above, we did retest the 61.8%, so, and DXY looked more bearish. Let us go to BTC and see what BTC is doing. Ethereum. No, it's not moving as fast as as NAS does. So we want to see if we have a break from this level. Let's look at the higher time frames. Very volatile. So the most important thing now for us not to continue to drop from here, we will see that we will not have the power to break below 11,940. We will only retest these levels and then have the power to continue to the higher targets above. So let us zoom out and see. Yeah, and if that is the case, the next levels that I'm looking at is between 12,040 and 12,090. That is the overall. If the market finds the power now to break above the level, we're still playing around at the resistance, which is very important. Okay, so we are retesting. We're retesting the 50%, 61.8% at 11,950. So we look very bullish. We need to break above this level at 11,963. And if that is the case, I strongly believe that this will be the next big momentum that we have. But we just need to fight. We need to fight it. Look at DXY is also starting to pull back up a little bit now. Let us see. Yeah, so DXY can push up to this level at 102.370 and continue down from there. Okay, so NAS it gave us the fake out. Let us see. So you saw how we never had the power to break above the level. This is the reason why it's so important to look at the levels the market is breaking and retesting. And of course, we are on the lower time frames. There's a lot of things that can happen. It's a lot of volatility happening. So this is why we need to be very patient about everything. And of course, on the lower time frames, everything is happening so fast. Okay, so we saw the market drop down and retested the Fibonacci once again. We have another 1 minute candlestick that just opened. We did close above the Fibonacci at 11,950. So we're still looking at to see if the market's gonna break above this level too. It's very important to wait and see how the candlestick is, because when we see this big volatility happening to the downside, I know it's easy for us to freak out, but that is why it's very important to wait for the candlestick to close. And when the candlestick has closed, it's easier for us to take a decision on what to do. So you can see how the market retested this level, and we're right now trying to break above it. So this is the break that we was waiting for the market, and this is hopefully where we will start to see the market continue to higher targets when it comes to NASDAQ. So I added some buy positions, and so we're in profit at the moment. So we had the break of the trend line, the resistance. And what's happening at this moment is that we want to see if this is another fake out, because that can happen. If we're closing below 11,960, that can be another fake out that we have, or this will be only retest and then a bigger push then. So we're still fighting. We have 2 minutes left of this 5 minutes breakout candle. Let's look at 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, the market can do so many different things. Remember, I'm no financial advisor, but looking at what the market is giving us, we look very bullish at this moment. I'm definitely more bullish than I am bearish. And the same thing when it comes to, we almost dropped down and retested the fib on BTC. Yeah, but this is on the lower time frames now, so okay, so we have the retest of the resistance. Oh, we have Judith in here. Hello, darling. Oh, we have Dede, better late than never. Oh, hello. Okay, guys, I can see you now. I've been so focused. Please, guys, write 888 in the chat if you do enjoy this live stream. I hope you learned some of the things. I'm trying to explain it as NAT100 to focus on NATs. Big like from me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Big like from me. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Alexander. We have Albert in here too. So yeah. Type Foxy Bingo. Bernie is here. This looks great. I hope you do enjoy this, because okay, let us look at the 5 minutes now. So the 5 minutes candlestick is closing in 42 seconds. So we want to see the market close above the level. Very, very important that the market is doing that. We have 30 seconds left of it. The most important, can you see how the market is fighting this resistance so much at the moment? It's fighting. It's a couple of seconds left before it. Because if we're closing below, we can continue to drop. That's the thing. So this is the reason why we must see we have 11, 10. Okay, you see, this is what's happening. This is the big. Let us see. We're closing below. Is this the fake out? It can definitely be. We're still below the level, guys. The market is not ready to break above just yet. So this is most likely where we see the market drop from here. Retest. I'm still patient with it. We're still retesting the Fibonacci levels. We have the crazy candlesticks just going back and forth. Yeah, we have the resistance here. Let's just take it down a little bit. We have the previous resistance that we're fighting at this moment, okay? The previous resistance before the fake out candles that we have, and we want to see if we're closing below this level. Oh, let us see. We're breaking above it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're closing above the level once again. So this is going to be exciting to see if this is, yeah, you see the market continues to pull back up from here. So do you understand now why it's so important to wait for the break, where the market is closing, where the market is closing above or below the levels? That is something that I've learned is really, really important. Oh, thank you, Judith. Guys, yes, if you haven't already liked the live stream, make sure to do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that right now, because this is what we do almost every single day on the charts, and especially during New York session is very important, because this is when the market is most volatile. I haven't scalped the market for such a I haven't scalped the market for a long time, but I have the background that I have when it comes to the technicals is very, very good. So apply everything that you already know to the lower time frames. And this is another retest that we have, but now we're retesting from above. So we need to see if this is only retest from above or still a fake out, because the market is super, super choppy. And this is usually what happens. That's why it's so important to have the patient, especially on the lower time frames. This is, you see how the market is fighting the levels before you see the market giving us the real direction. So as I said, if we're closing below these levels at 11,957, we're going down. But we are in a very bullish momentum at the moment. So I'm in some long positions on Nasdaq. So we want to see if this is going to be where the market is pushing us up to 12,090. So that's going to be my take profit. 12,090. Did I say 90? Yeah, 90. So what do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you think that the market will go up or down? Let me do a poll for you guys. Well, we're looking like we're going up, but you never know. Maybe we have some really professional people on here that knows Okay, guys, so please answer me. What do you think is gonna happen with NAS, up or down from here? Up. Yeah, we're looking very bullish. We look very bullish, to be honest. Let us go back and see what's happening on Ethereum. Let us just zoom out. Can take that one away. You know, it's not as volatile as the other chart. You see, let us see what happened, so what we can learn from next time. Oof. Oh, look at this, guys. So we saw the market drop down to Fibonacci level of 1,580 and also almost at 61.8% at 1,578. Wow. Yes, guys, if you haven't already liked the live stream, make sure to do that right now. We have 80 people on here. Let's make sure that we have 80 likes. This is also how we're pushing out the channel, guys. So take 2 seconds from this beautiful chart and like it. You have, oh, look at this, guys. We're going up from here. Oh, okay. I'm always as happy. And then when the market goes against me, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just joking. Look at this, it's amazing. I love it. It's so much fun to do this when we're live, because then you know that you should subscribe to my channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time. As I said, you know, I have a really good background when it comes to trading. I've been back testing. I'm a self-taught trader since 2018. You know, with my struggles and everything, but you know, as long as we're trying to look at the charts from a perspective of following what the rules is giving us, and the more we follow the rules, the more I follow the rules, the better I become on the charts. And that is definitely something that I've learned that's definitely something that I've learned the hard way. Your voice be having this is amazing. It's still amazing, guys. So from here I would not, you know, I would not add another position at all. The positions that we had was supposed to be down here, either at the break and retest, or at the retest at 11,950. So around this box, so this was the level where I was looking at if the market would drop from or break above from. So we're not super far away. Remember that the market can do so many different things, but looking at the charts at the moment, you know, we look very bullish. And as I said, from here, patient is key. It's just hold positions. You know, if you are in a position, I have my positions on, but I haven't moved my stop loss just yet, because in case we would see the market give us another retest of these highs and then continuation. So let us see what's gonna happen now. We have the next potential retest. So let us look at the 30 minutes. We have 7 minutes left of these candlesticks. Let's look at the, okay, so what we're looking at right now, the only thing that I do not like is this next candlestick that we have, because if this is a fake out candle, it can definitely be, because as I said, the market can be very choppy, very volatile. But we are above a previous resistance at the moment. So we're just gonna take these ones away so we're not getting confused. So 2 things that we can do is that we're using these lows from 11,932, and we saw the market retested the 50% now at 11,967. Okay, so we are, as long as we are above this trend, this resistance, this box here, we are still in a uptrend. So the market has broken the resistance, and from the resistance we usually see a lot of fake out. So this will be where we see if this is a fake out or not. But the volatility on the lower time frames is very volatile. But one thing that we also need to have in mind is that on the 4-hourly, we have this previous resistance that we also can use as a guideline, because if the market's going to continue to drop, can definitely do that, but we just might see a retest of 12,017, have another, maybe the big drop, or this will also guide us to see if we're breaking above the level. But now the most important thing is to see if this is going to be a fake out and close below 11,955, because if that is the case, that's a fake out, and we have a lot of them. So as long as we are honest with what the market is doing, it's easier for us to I forgot what I was supposed to say. I guess it was something very important, but my brain did not remember it. Okay, so let us see. We have the market retesting still. Very important to look at the higher time frames candlesticks, because these are the ones guiding the way. And we have 5 minutes left before this 20 minutes candlestick is closing. So let us go to the 5 minutes candle, and we have, yeah, we're, you know, it is creating small high highs and higher lows, but yes, the patience is key. Yeah, we're also inside a Fibonacci level at the moment on Nasdaq, and this is the one that we're fighting at the moment at 11,987. I mean, it's just fun to use different technical tools and see what the heck the market is doing against them. We are seeing that the market is right now retesting the 61.8%. This level, was that? Yeah, the 61.8%. So this is technically a Fibonacci level where the market can reverse down to. And we're taking it from the last high to the last low. So, I mean, if the market starts to reverse down from here, then it just might be the place where the market does that from. If we're breaking above it, we're looking between $12,015 and even up to $12,090, because we just might not be ready to reverse down just yet. Looking at the overall perspective, I'm more bullish than I'm bearish, but of course on the lower time frames, there's so many different things that can happen. So we have 1 minute left now. Let's see, 5 minutes. We have 2 minutes left of this candlestick. Breakout candle, we have the next candlesticks will show us if this is a fake out or if it's a true breakout. So we're still fighting between the levels where we will see the market either give you a big push or a big drop from. Two minutes left. Well, we look very bearish. I say we look bullish, we look bearish, but on the lower time frames at the moment, we look bearish. We're going down even more. I closed my long positions that I did have because so we have this candlestick coming. It's gonna be very important to see if this is gonna be, yeah, you see the okay, so if the market would drop from here, where can that be? I'm still bullish, that's the thing. We just might, you know, maybe let us just use this level. Let us see, we take these ones away. Okay, so we have already retested this level, this fib. Okay. So overall, we are testing a lower high level, okay? And the lower high is at 11,000, so let's say 2K, 11,985. We are having, okay, so this, we have one 30 minutes candlestick closing in 30 seconds. Okay, on the lower time frames, do we look more bullish or bearish? We look more bearish on the lower time frames at this time. We look more bearish. So when we have squeezes, you know, it's the most important thing is to close the positions when you see the pump, because the market is going back and forth so much. You saw how the market was retesting these levels? Clear fake out from below. Okay, so one thing that I did miss in the beginning of the stream that I can say now is that I forgot to use the Fibonacci from this level to this low, which gave us the retest at 11,985. And that gave us the clear indication that the market was supposed, you know, that we broke down from here. So big in the, so that was a big confirmation. So I missed that one, but you know, that's how we learn. And that's why it's so good to be on these live streams, because, you know, that's how we learn, right? Okay, so so what's happening at the moment? As the market can go up, market can go down. So this is, we only following what the market is doing at this moment. Okay, we're using the higher time frames perspective to break down on the lower time frames. And what's happening at the moment is that the market is still retesting Fibonacci levels between 11,952 and 11,958. So another indication is that if we're closing below these levels, we can have the market continue to drop from here. If we're breaking above it, then we're in a bullish scenario. Looking at the higher time frames perspective, we had this indecision candlestick, but we did retest some Fibonacci levels. But it's still very important to see the build up that we have on the lower time frames. And what happened also was that we pulled down and retested the Fibonacci level to the upside. I mean, this is just might be confusing to some of you guys, but for myself, I see what I'm looking for, and I learned so much through this. So soon 12K. I mean, we can sit forever on. let us see what Ethereum is doing. Yeah, so we're still above the trend line, the Fibonacci. So, you know, we can still see the market pump from here. You know, we only see the market doing some lower lows and lower highs now at the moment. But we're still inside of this triangle on Ethereum too. So we are between 1,580 and 1,578. Can still be where you see the market drop down to and then continue to higher targets, because we're still in a uptrend. Why? Because you can see how the market is continuing to give you higher lows, and until these higher lows has been broken, we are still in a uptrend. Okay, so let's continue with Nasdaq. So NAS is still fighting to, this is the same thing that we're looking at. La, 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 la. Yeah, so this is the same thing. You know, we're still looking at the higher time. We're still looking at the lower time frames, but overall the market is still very bullish. So that is why it's very important to zoom out, because if we're looking too much on the lower time frames, it's so easy for us to get caught up. And I'm talking for myself. It's so easy to get caught up inside of what's happening on the lower time frames, but we still have to have in mind that the market has, you know, we did break above the previous lower high level, this one that we have at 11,925. On the lower time frames, 15 minutes, you can see how the market dropped down already to retest the 50% at 11,918. Take profit 1 actually got hit based on this one at 11,990. Take profit 2 based on this fib is at 12,040, and take profit 3 is up at 12,090. So, you know, we've been going through a lot of things, and I've been showing you a lot of levels, but technically the most important ones is to understand what the market has done on the higher time frames already. And the market is still, you know, we're still giving a lot of fake outs. Just looking at this, we have one fake out level here at 11,930, and this is where the market dropped down to retest. So this is something that the market is usually doing, is retesting the support or resistance zones before the fake outs that we have. So yeah, I mean, if we have the power to break above 11,985 now, well, we're most likely will continue higher. But we are inside the Fibonacci between 11,953 and 11,985. And this is just where we're gonna see if the market's gonna have the power to continue up or not. But as I said, it's very easy to get caught up in what the market is doing on the lower time frames. But if we're connecting the dots from the higher time frames, I do believe that we can have a continuation of the push to some higher targets. Let us just go back to BTC and see what BTC is doing. And the same thing here. So BTC is still creating higher highs and higher lows, but we're still facing. I'm not sure. I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think I've said it 4 billion times now. But now you know. Now you know what I think. Because if we're looking at BTC at the overall perspective, this is the same thing. So we have the support, the market dropped down and retested, but we closed above the support. This is on the 4 hourly. So yeah, we're just waiting for the market to have the power to break above these levels. A break above 23,340, and this will be with high probability the market continue to higher targets. but we still have to fight this trend line. But still, overall, the market is in a bullish market. The market is in a bullish market. Let us go back to NASDAQ. NASDAQ is still oh yeah, we're still testing it. We're still testing it. It's not ready yet. It's not ready at all. So we're still fighting the support. We have so many fake outs everywhere. So many, especially on the lower time frames. This is the reason why it's so important to understand the higher time frames perspective. Because if we are only looking at this like this on the 1 minute, it's so easy for us to get, you know, caught up in what's happening on the lower time frames, forgetting that the lower time frames is only building up what the higher time frames need to do. That's all. You see, we're still fighting it. It still has some trouble breaking above it, but we're doing it now. We saw one retest of the support. We're trying to break above this level at 11,952 now. We're still fighting it. We have 30 seconds left of this 1 minute candlestick. Let us look at the 45 minute. Yeah. You know, by just looking at the 45 minutes candlestick, you see you have a lot of volatility happening, you know, from the bottom. Market has a lot of volatility happening. And of course, on the lower time frames, we'll see how the market is, you know, just going back and forth. But, you know, we are in the volatility to the upside is more than volatility to the downside. So this is the reason why, you know, I would not be surprised if we have another push to bullish targets. And this is what we're doing at the moment on DXY, is that we are retesting the Fibonacci that I was waiting for the market to come up to. So this is also where we will see if this is going to be where DXY drops or if we continue to higher targets. So we're just combining these two together. You know? Oh, hello, Pierre. Oh, hello, Pierre. How are you? Okay, let us clean up the chart a little bit. Good morning. Get Andy some. Good morning. Get Andy some emergency vitamins. Oh, really? Does he need it? Guys, do you learn anything from this live stream that I have with you guys? Please write 222 in the chat if you learned something. It would be super sweet, guys, if you also comment on the video, on this live stream video, so you can give me some feedback of what you learned from this session. It would be super sweet of you guys, because of course that's how you are pushing me to become better. But you kind of, you know, it would be sweet to have some comments and feedback on it. Yeah, you see how we are continuing up now after the retest that we did have from the support. And yeah, so the market is going up. You know, hopefully the market will continue up from here. So yeah, DXY does do exactly what I expected to do. So we are retesting from below and the market is continuing down, and from here we will hopefully see the market continue up on NASDAQ. because we still look very bullish, to be honest. And the same thing with BTC. If BTC have more momentum now, as I said before, overall we are still consolidating inside this resistance between 23,300 and 22,600. If a break above the level at 23,330, this will most likely take us back up at least 20 to 26k. NAS is still fighting the Fibonacci. Let's take this one off. BTC is still fighting the Fibonacci at the moment. Let's look at the 45. But we have some very massive candlesticks on the higher time frames. And remember, the higher time frames is the one that is, you know, showing us what direction we're heading to. And on the lower time frames, the market is just prepare, you know, it's just building up to what's going to happen. So this is the reason why it's so very important to understand the higher time frames perspective. We have Jason in here. I'm great. We have G in here too. Amazing, guys. So yeah, you know, the market's gonna, what I would do, I would just move my stop loss above entry from this point on. If I would, you know, I'm in some positions on NAS at the moment. But the smartest thing to do is, of course, to move your stop loss above entry for a risk-free trade. And from here, look at this. So we're still fighting the 61.8% at 11,955. You see how much trouble just go back and forth. We have 30 seconds left of this candlestick, so it is very important. It's retesting it for a reason. Everything is for a reason. There's no coincidences on the charts. You see how the market is giving you the retest of the 61.8%. And if you're looking at the 15, this level, you see how many times we retested it one time, we broke above it another time, we're still fighting it one more time. So this is a very strong level that we need to have in mind, that from here we can see the drop, but if we're breaking above it, this is also where we'll see if we have fake out. So when it comes to Fibonacci levels, we can use them as support and resistance zones too, because that's how powerful they are. So we have 33 seconds left of this 1 minute candlestick. Let's look at the 5 minutes. We have 2 minutes left of that one. So let's look at the 2 minutes candlestick. We have a doji happening. We're closing soon. Okay, so another thing that can happen, you know, but we're still in a bullish momentum, is that we could potentially see a drop down to 11,957 or 11,950. If we're not just breaking above it, this can be the case too. So yeah, this is how it looks at the moment. So screenshot it if you want to and just see what's gonna happen. So these are the two bullish scenarios that I have at the moment when it comes to NAS. So yeah, guys, from now on, you know, it's just a waiting game. It's just patience. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when I am live next time. When I do have my daily updates, I will give you an update of what's happening later today. I'm just gonna let the market go for a couple of hours, and then I will just give you another video, short video, so you can see what did happen from it. And as I said, on BTC and on Ethereum, you know, Ethereum is right now retesting the trend line. and the same thing goes with BTC. So just go back in the live stream and you'll see what I think about when it comes to BTC and Ethereum too. You know, but at the moment we're waiting for NAS to either break above 11,985 or drop down and retest 11,952 for the bullish momentum. Yeah, guys, if you want to be part of my community, you have the link to my community right now in the live chat. So Judith just gave that to you guys, and this is the Telegram group that I do have. This is the only group, so don't get scammed by anyone. Don't send money to anyone or anything, because I will never ask you about that, okay? Thank you everyone for joining. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on Bybit, up to $30,030. So this is for everyone that wants to trade only cryptocurrencies with low fees, and you have 0 fees when it comes to spot pairs at this moment. And so yeah, but when it comes to BTC, as I said, we need to break above, let us see, we have the Fibonacci here. So one very important thing is that we need to break, if the bullish momentum will continue, we will see a break above 23,397. Okay, this is Bitcoin USDT on Bybit. So a break above this level, we can have this as a box. We need to break above it for then see the market give us a potential retest above continuation. Otherwise, we just might see the market drop down from these levels to some lower targets. So, you know, everyone knows that the market goes up, the market goes down, but we have to understand from what levels what levels on the chart will the market do that from. So I am done here. We just have to wait and see what's gonna play out. I hope you did enjoy this. I surely did. Please write 1111 in the chat one more time before we are going. Okay? I hope everyone will have a fantastic day, and we see each other later. We have Fast in here. Love you, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Judith, for helping me out. I missed you so much. We have Dr. 111, UD. We have James too. We have Jason, of course. You see how the market wants to break above the 61.8%, but patience is key, guys. Thank you everyone for joining. We see each other later, and don't forget one more time to make sure to follow me on my new Twitter, where I give you daily updates about cryptocurrencies, and you know how Twitter works. That's all I need to say. Have a great day, everyone. I love you. Bye.